Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Sals McKenzie, SAUCE_McKenzie. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate your time, your ears, and your attention. I'd like to somberly start this podcast by saying rest in peace to a young lady, Deandra Staples, a former student of mine, 14 years old, tragically, senselessly murdered in Indianapolis Saturday, between Friday and Saturday morning. They found her body Saturday morning, so I mean, it just affects me different. Hall monitor, student support staff. I worked the lunches. I knew all the kids. So, I mean, I remember the faces. You know, she was a very vibrant, beautiful young lady, and no kid deserves this. We must protect our children. This is the third child under 19, I think, that's passed this year. We must protect our children. We must be vigilant in who our children are around. And I just want to pray that the family, you know, can get some justice, get some answers. Rest in peace. Moving on. How do you move on from that? But getting the strength to move on. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. YouTube at Concrete Genius Pod. Facebook, Concrete Genius Media. TikTok, Concrete Genius Pod. I'm everywhere, all over the place, like space. Happy Tuesday. NFL FanDuel has been whooping my ass. If you follow me, you know I have a propensity to sometimes bet on sporting events. I have been doing well. I got to brag, and I had started doing a lot of stuff. I had a few data-related situations with the business. I had to been taking care of stuff with the business. And so I don't think I've been dedicating as much time mentally in my Rolodex to my bets, and it's been evident. You know, my mind is like a hard drive, like an infinite bunch of terabytes in my brain, but I still have to allow space to what I want to be really good at. And that's the thing with me. I had to narrow it down. I'm so good at so many things, I get stressed out, and then I start taking away from what I'm probably great at. If I turn them 8 tasks into 3, now you got 3 things that I'm elite at. And the other things are going to suffer. So I had too much on my plate. Bet. What games did I get right this weekend? I got Bills right. I said Green Bay with the points. That was wrong. I said Steelers with the points. That was wrong. A couple of more, but who gives a fuck? I've been right more than I've been wrong. So for this weekend, Bills, Ravens. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that last. We got KC, Texans. Look, I can sit up here and try to be smarter than everybody else and tell you about some miraculous type of game from Houston. And I like Houston. Coach Ryans, CJ Stroud. I'm a fan of the team. I'm a fan of the organization. I like how they treated CJ. I like the fact that they allowed this brother to grow with the team. He's a defensive genius. He's a leader. But with that being said, this is Kansas City, man. This is Patrick Mahomes. This is Andy Reid. This is the machine. You know what I'm saying? This is the football equivalent to Death Row Records in the 90s. Like, this is an unstoppable force, and it's going to take a force of nature, basically a perfect game, to beat them. So I don't see Texas, even the Texans, and I don't want to get smoked in the pack like they did Rex Ryan, but I just don't see them having it to stay in this game. Now, they got some goons over there. Mixon, Collins, the wide receiver, all these guys are goons. So I'm not saying it's going to be from a lack of toughness. I just know Kansas City, things happen. It's the machine. They play to perfection. Bills, Ravens. Josh versus Lamar. The complexities of this matchup. The matchup everybody really wants to see. Look, I ride with Pat Mahomes, man. I feel like Pat Mahomes is a work of art. But the people, America, wants to see Baltimore Ravens at Buffalo Bills. Every section of America gets horny for that matchup. I don't care if it's black, barbershop talk, inner city, urban, rural America, Wyoming, B-more, like the inner city, the outer city, the suburbs, the cowboys, the farmers, Bills Mafia, the motherfuckers diving with mustard and shit on them, breaking tables at the Bills tailgate. It is just a perfect recipe for ultimate chaos in America. Bills Ravens. This is the NFL's current version, especially if one of them can get through and win. See, Mahomes is stopping the whole Magic versus Bird dynamic with these two, and not from saving the league. But what I'm saying is, it's got some Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. You know this country loves black versus white. I don't care how much they try to deny it, and you always got the race card. You want to incite some people, you get somebody black that's good at something, and finally find somebody white that's good at it. Oh, they going to come out the woodwork. And it goes back to my theory. It's just white people want to see somebody good at something that looks like them. That's why they fight so hard for Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. And I don't attribute, now some of them are racist, but some of it is just not racism. Some of it is just the desire to see someone that look like you. Like, I'm not offended if a white person would prefer his team had, well, first of all, you would want the white quarterback, the best quarterback, first of all. But if it was two good quarterbacks and they both the same, I'm glad it's a black quarterback. So if a white person felt like that, I mean, I don't think it's racism. It's racism when it's like, if it's Jacoby Brissett, I like Jacoby Brissett. What's up, Jacoby? But if it's Jacoby Brissett and say Jacoby Brissett and who I think is a bad white boy, Josh Allen. But you know, I can't make that comparison because I also feel like, what if Jacoby Brissett was given the grace and the opportunity to fail like a Josh Allen? But what I'm trying to say is, if it's two quarterbacks and the white one is better than the black one, play the white one. If it's two quarterbacks and the white one and the black one is better than the white one, play the black one. But can I be happy if the black one is better? Yes. Can a white person be happy if the white quarterback is better? Yes. I don't think racial pride is offensive. Regardless of who's been on the end of what during history, I think respect is more important than racial pride, worrying about racial pride. Because a person it could be somebody holding the Black Lives Matter flag, and they can not respect you. So just because they act like they for you, they may not even respect you. They may say, "Shut up, nigga, I know what you need." I don't care what you represent. I don't care who you are. I just want your respect. So with that being said, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson inflames some of the same consciousness as Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Duke UNLV, Magic Bird, Notre Dame, Miami in the 80s. It's all the same dynamic, man. It's everything this country is built on. They work the dog shit out you. They stress you out. Life gonna kick your ass. And then you need something to be enraged about. So if you white or if you black, what's more to get enraged about than some sports? You can come out your shell for 8 to 10 hours and just let it all go before you got to go back to your bullshit life. Or your life might not even be bullshit. It may be fantastic. But it's a piece of your life that you need to get away from, and you need sports to take it out. Why you think Jeremy Lin was such a thing? Jeremy Lin wasn't a great basketball player. Jeremy Lin was Chinese, and they wanted Chinese money. Why you think after Yao Ming, they drafted like 3-4 Chinese dudes in the lottery? They wanted that Chinese money. Just like if you see now, the game is being phased to international. They want that international money. You need something to inflame something. So ain't nothing wrong with somebody white saying, hey, my favorite athlete is Caitlin Clark. I want to see somebody that looks like me. I think we got to stop being so sensitive to these conversations. Because I ain't ashamed of when I seen Warren Moon, Doug, hey, man, he looked like me. I took pride in that. So, and I'm a rational guy, so I'm pretty sure most people take pride in seeing someone look like them. That's why white people fought so long to keep black people out of sports. Because they knew that once black people got in sports, it was going to bring black eyes, black attention, and black people were going to lock up a sector of sports. But man, that fire is never going to leave. This is the United States of America. It's only 2 cultures that people come over here going to try to act like. It's only 2 cultures in this country. And that's why we get so riled up when we have the stage, because we always got the stage when it was competitive, when it's Caitlin versus Angel, when it's Magic versus Bird, because it's only 2 cultures. Black culture and white culture. All right? Everybody else assimilates to that. Now, they may keep their own culture. Some, you may have a Koreatown and, you know, a small section of this demographic of people or this race and nationality, ethnicity, but the top echelon of that race ethnicity that's in America is either cosplaying the black American or the white American. We fuel this. We fuel globally what's happening. People say what they want, man. I'm traveling, I'm leaving, I'm getting my passport. You still gonna be paying attention to what's going on in the United States. We need this. So we gotta stop being uncomfortable with talking about stuff that maybe seems uncomfortable, but it's really not. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. A large percentage of the country has a vested interest. I like the Baltimore Ravens strictly because of the run game. Now, James Cook is playing his ass off. Baltimore defense is playing a lot better. Last few weeks, I think they coming on. Buffalo defense is good, especially front seven. Baltimore has the better secondary. Buffalo's wide receivers don't scare me. I like Baltimore. Maybe. Because they saying it's going to be like 7 degrees. Running game, Baltimore. So I got to take a little more time with the bet. Because I don't know if I'm betting out of emotion like Lamar got to win. But if I really think about it, it might be Josh. Nah, I like Lamar, man. I think Baltimore just has the better team. I think he's having a better year. I think Baltimore got better playmakers. Sorry to get off on my soliloquy, man. NFC, I did a horrible fucking job of betting, man. I got to do better, bro. I just really got to do better. All right, man, get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, man. 8 tips for men to find peace, man. Tap in, get yourself together. Nice little self-help book, man. We working on some more things. I got a little more free time, so I'm out and about, moving around, moving and grooving. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. YouTube at Concrete Genius Pod. TikTok, Concrete Genius Pod. Tap in, man. Get with it and get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Timestamp, Caitlin Clark has a stalker. Jesus Christ. I knew these Caitlin Clark fans was intense, but Lord knows. Did y'all see this old white man? This man got in his car from Texas and drove to Indianapolis for Caitlin Clark. And he's been stalking her for a minute. And you know the type. Just a middle-aged loser, nothing going. Just the shaggy gray beard, shaggy hair. Twitter fucking profile with the cross as his profile pic. Probably less than 20 followers. And he was just telling her every day, I love you, I miss you. I bet sex gross you out. Just disgusting shit. And he drove his ass up here. He went to court today. Shout out Indy Star Fox 59. Y'all be on that shit too. And he looked like a nut too. I'm gonna post this picture when I post this. Yeah, Caitlin Clark's the man accused of stalking fever. Star Caitlin Clark appeared in court Tuesday, disrupting proceedings several times as a Marion County judge laid out what he was accused of. Michael Lewis Jr., 55, walked into court Tuesday in an orange jumpsuit, manacled at his wrist. As soon as Judge Angela Davis greeted Lewis, he leaned back in his chair and said, guilty as charged. Don't try to play crazy, nigga. You can't be, nah. Judge Davis advised Lewis he had the right to remain silent, but Lewis persisted even after the judge told him it was not his time to talk. Throw me the bookie, Lewis said, appearing to refer to his punishment for the crimes he was charged with. Lewis is charged with felony stalking. Court documents allege Lewis has been sending messages to Fever star Caitlin Clark for nearly a month from his X account at Racer X2031. Weirdo. When you see Twitter accounts like that, weirdo. Some of the messages have been threatening and sexual. Investigators said Lewis' behavior escalated when he traveled from where he lived in Texas to Indianapolis to be closer to Clark. Weirdo. Police arrested Lewis at a downtown hotel Sunday night after he did not stop messaging Clark over X. The initial hearing in Marion County Court, blah, blah, blah. When asked if he needed an attorney appointed to him, Lewis said what he needed was his medication for his mental health. He claimed he was not being given his medication in jail. Judge Davis said she would have a doctor evaluate Lewis and prescribe medicine if needed. The court entered not guilty for him. You are to have no contact with her whatsoever, Judge Davis said. Direct, indirect, you cannot call her under your PIN number or anybody else's. You cannot contact her via any social media or text or phone or computer. Lewis will also not be allowed within 500 feet of Gamebridge Fieldhouse and Hinkle Fieldhouse. You cannot go in the building. You cannot walk outside. You cannot park outside of it. $50,000 bond. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? How you gonna come up here and just make yourself available to the woman, man? You 55 years old, man. At your peak, you may have had a chance at that woman in hell. Man, do you know what percentage of 55-year-old men that can be found attractive by 20-something-year-old girls? It's probably less than 1%. What makes you think you that guy? And I don't want to hear the mental health shit. Like every time a white man get arrested for some shit, we start talking about mental health. Nah, he got a sickness. And it ain't mental. He a pervert. The message was sexual. He wasn't fanned out. You mental health, you trying to kill the dude who tried to kill, what's his name? Steffi Graf. He was mental health. This white dude here was a pervert, a criminal, a dredge to society. You tried to hurt Caitlin Clark. That's somebody's daughter. And whoa, I don't hear nothing about culture or how she's dressed or white on white crime when things like this happen in the white community. See, when you bring up race and things like this, they call you a race baiter. But if this was a black man stalking her, they'd be calling him all, you know the type. You see? That's why you can't get tricked out your position by your emotions. This man drove up here from Texas. Text her and let her know he was here. Police had to go to his hotel room and arrest him. You are one sick man. Pervert. It should be off with your head. I told y'all I got a rule, man. If it's you 100% found guilty of child molestation, man, you should face the death penalty. That's how we should do it. Like, we want to talk about extremes. You should face the death penalty. You know, we got to protect the kids and the women. All right, like, it's way more weird oversexed niggas than it is normal niggas. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, Caitlin Clark, you had to go through that. You know, I hope they throw the book at this man. They gave him a $50,000 bond. I haven't heard anything about him being bonded out. But, yeah. This is the type of behavior psychotic. This is the traits of a psychopath. And like I said, I don't hear no think pieces. And I haven't seen one person tweet. You know what's funny, man? ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce. You know when a white person does some shit, like Timothy McVeigh bombed Oklahoma City. I didn't read one person comment and say, he making us look bad. Why do only black people say that? When a white dude be on the news, he child molested, he kidnapped a baby. I don't see one white person say, man, he making us look bad. Man, white man killed 34 people. I don't see one person, white person saying, you know what, man, I don't see one white woman saying, man, white man embarrassing us. You know why? Because they understand that they ain't got nothing to do with him. But see, it's also a certain element of the establishment, white America and black America, that's been brainwashed by the stereotypes. You take the same type of case. If a black man commit the case, man, it's bad for niggas, man. This nigga, I knew it had to be one of us. No, man. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else do, man. I'm in this world for my family, take care of my family, take care of my business. So I ain't heard one think piece about how this white man is a scourge to the entire white race. And if once we can flip that as black people, we'll be standing on better footing. I ain't gonna say equal footing because it still got to be a lot of things that got to be done. But if you could take your power of worrying about race, you already heads up. Use it to your advantage. You know? But be real, be genuine. Because America's never going to look at you the same. See, I'm a 6'5" black man, tall, dark, and handsome. I've learned how to navigate the world. I know how to flash a charming smile when need. I'm articulate enough to relax you. The frequency of my voice is going to relax you. So, you know, I know how to deal with trepidation that I know I'm going to automatically get when I walk in the room because I'm a large black man. I'll be a handsome, still a black man. But yeah, that white man, Stalker Caitlin Clark, he drove up here from Texas in a Buick. You horny son of a bitch, man. Let that girl play basketball, man. What's wrong with you, man? You 55 years old. What you was gonna do when you see? Hey, Caitlin. It's really good to see you. You're so pretty. I drove all the way here from Texas like an idiot. My name is Michael Lewis Jr. I'm 55. I like to be your boyfriend. You fucking weirdo, man. Go jump off a cliff, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you stalking that girl, man? Hey, man, it's a story. Crazy ass story, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Fuck with me. It's your boy, Big Sauce. Put something on it. But it's a story, man. Dude, I think it's in Arizona. I want to be sure. But the nigga was... They got a bikini bar. I guess the chicks is in bikinis. I don't know if they serving coffee or shakes or whatever, but they got like a bar. You know, you pull up, instead of just reaching through the drive-thru, they got the full glass. They selling sex, right? So niggas been going through there with the drawers off, with the hammer out. You know what I'm saying? I seen a black dude. I seen a couple of white dudes, a couple of Hispanic dudes on videos. All kind of come through with no pants on. Like, you know, chick walk up to the car in a bikini. Can I help you? Nigga like, yeah, let me get nigga got his Jones out. You know what I'm saying? The black dude do it. They say he done came up there a couple of times. He come up, he in a Challenger. He pull up, he looking. Chick walk up like, hey, I'm recording you. You nasty. Get away from here. He got his pants down, his joint. You ain't see his joint or nothing, but, you know, he got a shirt, no pants on. Which he in his car ain't no crime. So anyway, they ended up finding out who he was. Come to find out, the dude was a married dude. The manager of the place found out who he was from Facebook and called his wife and was like, yo, your man keep riding through here with his hammer out. Told her, and then the nigga killed himself. I'm like, damn. You know, first of all, listen, I'm going to take the other route. I know it's easy to say you shouldn't have had your Peter out, whatever. And I just rallied against the weirdo for driving here for Caitlin Clark. But the man technically didn't commit a crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I also understand you gotta out the nigga because it's possibly a crime to be committed. So, yeah, man, he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't justify them not outing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, nigga got the masturbation Jones. Nigga, like, you know, nigga, some niggas never grow out of that stage where they gotta beat their chicken on demand. Or they gotta do some freak shit on demand. So I hate that you checked out, buddy, but you know, you should have stood on your freak, man. You should have went the Tiger Woods route, bro. Hey, look, baby, I'm dealing with something. I gotta go see a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stop choking my chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, play that shit like designer. Like, hey, I got some issues, man. I can't stop beating my chicken. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop doing this, doing that. And walk up out of there, man. You ain't, you know. Rest in peace, man. Like, it's confusing. Like, I feel bad the nigga checked out, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But I also understand, like, nigga, you can't be riding through the drive-thru in an RT Challenger with your Peter out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And his contention was like, I ain't have my shit out. Come on, bro. You pull up to that motherfucker bare thighs showing, somebody's daughter there. I can't co-sign that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. But I also, you know, nigga, you a freak, bro. You gotta come up with some ways to survive. Like, you can't be doing that shit, man. Or like, bro, you just, you know, now your wife, your kids, they SOL because you checked out because you couldn't handle the pressure what come down. Just an awkward ass story. Just brought up a lot of emotions because I'm like, you know a nigga do some shit. Like, okay, I'll give you an example, right? If somebody do something, God forbid, to a child, right? Sexually hurt the child. And you be like, man, somebody fucked that nigga up. And somebody popped that nigga. They find him dead. Unless you somebody wanted that nigga to do 100 years in prison, the majority of people gonna be like, all right, he deserved it, right? Nigga touched the kid, nigga rapist, nigga raped the old lady, you deserve to die. I don't feel nothing, right? But if you say, man, a nigga came through the Burger King drive-thru, nigga ain't had no pants on, bro. Nigga had his wood out. And somebody say, you know what? That nigga, they killed that nigga, or that nigga killed himself. I don't know, man. It's like, it's a disgusting offense. Like, because if you pulled up to my family with your wood out, I'd probably shoot you. But it's also like, damn, bro, like, it's a lot more ways nigga gotta avoid going out than your chicken, man. And then taking yourself out because you getting exposed, you just should have went to Tiger Woods shit. Hey, look, man, I need therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I'm trying to argue for you, but I can't justify you having your penis out riding through Arizona. Do you get naked and be like, yeah, them bitches gonna see me today? Like, come on, bro. And you got a wife at the crib. Listen, I'm gonna tell all you niggas, man. you got a beautiful family, right? You got a wife, right? This is a real game, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Tap in, it's your boy Big Sauce, right? You got a family, right? You got a family you love. I'm talking to you, right? You got a girl, you got a wife, you got beautiful kids, right? So you got some urges. Now, I ain't talking to none of you weirdos, no motherfucking swing the other way shit. I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about, say you like beating your shit, right? Or you like some aspect of sex. And your wife say, you know what, I ain't doing it. I ain't with that. First of all, you might have to talk to her and say, look, honey, I got this thing about beating my meat. Can you watch me? Talk to her, bro. You never know what might happen. Pause. She might be down. She might talk you off the ledge, or she might say, you know what? You'll find you a motherfucker this weekend. Don't bring that home. I don't care. But thanks for telling me. But at least you got that shit out in the open. You just be playing like you got a perfect life and doing that shit, bro. So rest in peace, my man. Like I hated that you checked out. But dude, like you just can't be riding around with your Peter out, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's a cold world out here, nigga, but you can't be that horny, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand horniness. You know what I'm saying? Like, horniness is like a motherfucking a mist, like pepper spray, nigga. Ask anybody to get uncontrollably horny, nigga. That shit like pepper spray. You can barely control yourself, but you got to fight it off. It's like training to be a Navy SEAL. You got to hold your breath for 60 seconds under the worst conditions. You know what I'm saying? That's what horniness is. Horniness is like a vaporizing mist. It's like Agent Orange. That shit'll suffocate you, bro. Nigga, horniness rule the world, nigga. Horniness rule the world. Like, a motherfucker walk down the street and see a woman, attractive woman, it's a percentage of motherfuckers that can't control themselves right there. And just think, bro, if this attractive woman walking down the street, you somewhere in a weird country, you somewhere damn near look like in America. And it's 10 niggas, you out, and it's a nigga trying to beat this shit in public. Yeah, man. Horny. I think being horny, yeah. Yeah, horniness is damn near worse than racism, because horniness is damn near part of the cause for racism. You know what I'm saying? So, like, horniness is a motherfucker, bro. Like, it's people that just literally can't control themselves, like, and not only is it just being horny, that's one thing. If you responsible horny, you fiscally responsible horny, I ain't got no beef with you, but you horny and you make dumb decisions, you taking risks, you risking your life. Most niggas in the street, shit, the result, the basis of the beef is pussy. Ain't most of the niggas going to war is pussy, or some money over some pussy, or is most wars will start over women, right? So the attention you get from women affects how people treat you. All that fall under the umbrella of horniness. If you pull up with a nice car, the only reason nigga don't want to see you in that car because he know what that car, how good you look in that car. See, most men, especially unfortunately, I don't know about white men, but I'm talking about niggas. Most niggas view you through the eyes of how they think a woman would view you. That's why so many niggas suspect. That's why you come in the room, you a good looking nigga, and who is that tall nigga? I just came in here, bro. But a nigga viewing you through the eyes of a bitch. That's a good looking nigga, bro. I know that nigga get all the hoes, bro. Tall, handsome nigga like that. Oh, that nigga got them white teeth too. Cause the nigga viewing you through the eyes of a bitch. If you come in, you popping, you got a good personality. A nigga gonna get tight because he viewing you through the lens of a bitch. I mean, it's a real game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why if I don't like you, it's because I don't like you because you ignorant. I'm not liking you through the lens of a hoe. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what lens a hoe got. Not when it comes to that. Like, I don't give a fuck if you get attention, you're handsome, you're not, you is. That don't got nothing. But if you get on my nerves, if you irritate my space, I don't want you around me. But most niggas don't even know if you irritate their space because they either want to be, most niggas want to be soldiers in the clique. They want to have something to lean on. You know what I'm saying? They want to have a group of people, a group of men, group something to lean on, be it family or a bond they've created since high school, or be it a fraternity, a sorority. Well, most people need something to lean on. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man, it's real game. Some don't. And having something to lean on is a peace of mind. So I don't knock nobody. Like, I respect bonds. You know what I'm saying? I respect bonds. Oh, this is what I was saying. Sorry. Some people need something to lean on. Like, so if you a fly nigga, right? Either nigga looking at you as big bro or the opposition. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't know how to just see another nigga and go on about their business. They either got to look at you as the ops or big bro. Because it's going to irritate a nigga's soul to mind his motherfucking business. I'm telling you. See, me, I'm dead in the middle. We can be cool, or I ain't got to never speak to you again in my life. It all depends on the energy that I get from you. But you're not my enemy, even if I don't like you, because I don't have to be around you. The only person that unless somebody's trying to hurt you or your family, only person who should be able to get on your nerves is the people you live with. Anybody else getting on my nerves, I know it's temporary. I know what I got to go to the crib too. Matter of fact, when I'm driving to go to the crib, I'm going to be relaxing. As soon as my butt hit them seats, as soon as I press that button and I hear that motherfucker rumble. I ain't worried about who don't like me. Man, I'm at a stage and I got a lot of motherfuckers I don't like. But I don't worry about who don't like me. I used to. You know what I'm saying? But like now at this stage, this point in my life, the way I want to enjoy it, the way I got this set up, how I'm free to do what I want when I want. Fuck, I look like letting a nigga make me mad. And I stay on planes and stay in foreigns. Stay behind gates. You know what I mean? Like, stay with designers. Stay with that shit. Like, hey, what the fuck I let a nigga, we old now. Any beef we should have had should have been solved before 2010. At maximum. We old. Listen, bro, I see you, man. If you want to speak, we can speak like ain't nothing ever happened, man. We can joke about that shit, bro. Hey, man, you get your, how's your blood pressure, nigga? You old nigga, you. Shit, like I don't. Listen, man, beef is a young man's sport, nigga. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce. County jail is a young man's sport. Beef is a young man's sport, nigga. Timestamp. Where we at, man? I've been rambling a little bit, but this is a good pod. This is a pod the trenches be loving for real. And we right on time for Drake, academics, and LeBron. Now, ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. I appreciate you. So, Drake, academics, and LeBron. Okay, first of all, even though I talk my shit about Drake, the old Drake never bothered me that much. I didn't really like I didn't like him a lot. I would like a couple of songs, but it didn't bother me. Everybody knows I'm a tremendous LeBron fan. I think LeBron is one of the greatest players of all time and can make arguments at times that he is the greatest player of all time. That's another conversation. And then academics. I always have a policy of never usually speaking about personalities too much because I don't want to cut my teeth like that. And I do respect academics' hustle. I think academics is a genius. Like I think most media personalities are geniuses. To be able to do what they do is not easy. To build up the following that he has is not easy. So, and it takes a lot to get the information that he gets. Like journalism is not easy. Breaking news is not easy. 95% of the world couldn't get in front of a microphone for an hour and keep your attention for 10 minutes. It's not easy. So I've always respected his hustle, respected what he does, all jokes aside. But with this threatening to tell LeBron, we can't do that, man. Like we can't threaten a man, period. It's Fugazi. Out and kissing and telling, reporting on kissing and telling is all disgraceful behavior in the four black grandparent black community. See, I'm not telling you what the foreigners want to hear. I'm not telling you what the fake profile pics want to hear. I'm not telling you what the niggas from Canada want to hear. I'm not telling you what niggas with 3 white grandparents want to hear. I'm telling you about niggas. And you cannot, as a nigga in hip-hop culture, threaten another man about telling his wife about some shit you did. Because you done already told on him. If a nigga say, man, don't make me tell your girl, nigga, you done told on me. And you just not making the beef about him. You involving his wife. You involving his sons. You involving his daughter. You putting tension in another man's household. That is a violation punishable by death. Do you know how many niggas snap at the thought of losing their families? And you engulfed the flames and put lighter fluid on that. That was a tragic, tragic mistake. Regardless of anything comes from it from this point, the fact that you put the tension in the household, the fact that you ignited, and let me speak to some of you lanes, man. Some of you niggas, man, that take so much joy in hoping that LeBron James' marriage failed, man. Some of you niggas need to be tied up and whipped, nigga. Tied to a tree and just whipped, nigga, for just being so dedicated to coonery and negativity. All right? Just because you don't like the man as a basketball player, maybe just because your basketball favorite player married a non-black woman or is on his second or third marriage, nigga, don't take that shit out on this boy who been with the same girl since high school. I knew he liked white girls, and I hope his shit over. I hope she divorced him. I seen a nigga say, I hope Savannah do him like Juanita did Michael. Why, nigga? What do that do for you, you weirdo? I don't understand you niggas, but that's the good thing about the internet. You can mingle, you can pick and choose the motherfuckers that's like you, and then you just gotta avoid the weirdos. But that was a horrible move, man. I don't have no negative comments. I don't have nothing scathing. I don't even have nothing about Drake and the beef. I think that's a sucker move. I think even threatening to bring it up is a sucker move. I think this is about your third or fourth sucker move, mentioning people's families, in beefs, threatening people's families, and then to threaten to ruin a nigga public image. That shit bitches say, bro. And again, I speak for niggas with 4 dark-skinned black grandparents. I can't speak for every nigga that's calling themselves nigga, every African and Indian and Jamaican and Mexican calling themselves nigga. But for niggas with 4 black grandparents, Choctaw. I speak for us. You cannot threaten to ruin a man's public image, because all black men have is their public image. That was somewhat clannish, Drake. That is a white person's reaction to when black people make them mad. So for you to want to be in this culture and of this culture and love this culture and say you hip hop and what you did for people, to threaten to out a man is a white reaction. When you make people white, when you make white people mad and they can't control you, the first thing they say is, I'm gonna let everybody know what kind of guy you are. That's what you're doing, Drake. That's what you're doing, Act. I thought you was better than that, LeBron, but you're one of them. See, that's racism. You the same way you can say nigga, the same way you can say nigger, because you half white. And when you saying I'm gonna expose your public image, you saying you disappointed me, nigger. ER. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce. So Act. Bag away from that, man. Like, stay away from that. Let them work it out. If it ain't no working it out, let it happen. Keep Canada business over there. Because what happens is, well, if he cheated, somebody should know. Why should you know if he did cheat? Just hypothetically. Why, nigga? She should leave. Okay, so what if he get caught and she don't leave? What that do for your dumb ass? ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. To all you weirdos, all you doomsdayers, you Michael Jordan Dashians, what does LeBron's marriage failing or stand together or accusations possibly being true of him dealing with another woman do for you? Other than give you some fake excitement for 10 minutes. You're going to run in a barbershop and be like, yeah, I'm glad that I told y'all that nigga wasn't perfect. See, you the shuck and jive nigga. See, you can hate LeBron's game. I've never thought one way or another about a man because he said he don't like LeBron. That's your personal preference. You actually have the right to your opinion about what player you like and what player you don't. I've never judged a man about if he said LeBron his favorite player, Jordan or Kobe. That's your right. That's your business. Now, what I will judge you on is for you to be a black man and root for the delusion of a marriage of a black public figure. You are a Sambo. You are a bootlicker. You are a hopping Bob. Gunline boss. Gunline boss. Because look, if that man dabbled in, and the ethics of it didn't bother you then, Drake, or act, then don't let that shit bother you now, because Kendrick may not like us. You know what that remind me of? That's like a nigga being scared of a nigga, and then he want to fight you because he feel like you sold the nigga some chicken nuggets and some gummies or something. You served a nigga at McDonald's. I seen you serve that nigga, bro. I thought you was one of us. Man, look, the nigga made a slap, nigga. Everybody was dancing to it, bro. You make a slap, you don't go around saying, when you make all them slaps against Meek Mills, they weren't going around saying who ain't dancing to this. Y'all said it's hip hop. When you try to make that music against Pusha T, them freestyles, y'all weren't saying who standing with who danced with this. It was hip hop. Then we exposed your baby mama, it ain't hip hop no more. Now we going through it again with Kendrick. When Family Matters was hip hop. Push-ups was hip hop. It was fun. Talking about Dave Free might be the father kid. It was fun, Ian. Now niggas going too far. That's what happened, nigga. Or should I say nigger? ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Follow me on all socials, man. That's some sucker shit. Leave LeBron alone, man. Find me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod, man. Tap into one of the best the best to ever do it. Share my content, follow me, tap in with me. I pray y'all have peace, man. And pray for California, man. Pray for their safety. We out. Hold on. I forget something. Oh, yeah. Jim and Cam, no comment. You know, I hope they worked it out. I'm a fan of both. I'm not a really choose sides nigga when two niggas that's been cool or having a disagreement, whether privately or publicly. I just pray it all remains safe, you know what I'm saying? And I just pray everybody work it out. You know, I'm not we get under a lot of pressure, man, to resolve our things sometimes in front of the public when sometimes they should be handled private. So I wish them brothers nothing but the best. I respect the creativity, the genius, the hustle. So God bless, man. May they keep on keeping on. If we get any more dicey, we may get into it. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce. I love y'all, man. Peace. We out. Oh, I know what I forgot. Cam Banks scored 63 points. Washington scored 100. Christmas Addicts beat Washington 115-5. So Gary Lighthouse got beat 100-0. We had a million jokes, million memes. All you corny ass meme high school basketball pages was making memes about Gary. I don't see no memes about Washington. That's all I'm saying. I need that same energy. Or we gonna leave everybody alone. And I know some of y'all say, well, they kids, they don't that, man. Look, they don't, honestly. But nobody was defending me. That's a different story. But Cam played first half, scored 63 points. Leave Addicts alone, man. 110 points is wild. But just relax. It ain't no biggie. Everything is cool. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. $5 points, bro. Nigga beat me 115-5. I might, man. I down there might swing on a nigga, bro. Listen, if I'm coaching a basketball team, I don't care if I got a bunch of motherfuckers can't even wipe they booty, bro. And you go up 30-0, 40. If you press me out to 40, nigga, we walking off like John Thompson, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, nigga. I be just swung on your motherfucking ass, bro. Before I sit there and watch the score be 115-5, nigga, we fight. And I'm 50. So I'm just telling you the real, nigga. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. You see it.